La-di-da, da, la-di-da-da. La-di-da, da, la-di-da-da.
I think that it's important that the church really try to convey the message of the gospel and convey the message of Jesus Christ to people in a way that they can understand it. And that may not necessarily mean doing it the same way that, you know, our fathers and our grandfathers did it.
Well, the Bible, first of all, says that a wise man pulls from his treasures both old and new. I think that it's important that we preserve the older generation because there's such great wisdom that comes from our seniors. But at the same time, even the senior generation has to understand that, you know, we are in a progressive society, and I think the seniors need to come to the place where they, you know, that the body of Christ needs to come to the place where, hey, it's not all about us. It's not about a specific style. But I'm going to worship God, whether it's really crunk or whether it's going to be, you know, a hymn. You know, first of all, I think we've made worship and we've made music so much about us when it's really not for us. It's for Him.
You know, the one thing that's been very important to us, even in the beginning of coming into this worship ministry and leading worship and leading people into the presence of the Lord, one thing that we've always asked the Lord for is that He would anoint us and cause us to really reach those that are hurting and broken. And I look at, it doesn't matter, you know, whether they're young, you know, middle-aged or older, everybody has hurts and they have pains that they've gone through. And a lot of times when we choose songs, and even in the songs that he writes, you know, we're looking for songs that that really reach into the hearts of people and touch their hearts and really bring them a revelation of, you know, the love of God or the awesomeness of God, or really just minister to their heart and bring healing and restoration. And I know that as a couple, our heart is to really reach the hurting and the broken and those that have been wounded and those that have come from just, you know, terrible situations. You look at an entire generation of fatherless children, and that's left holes and wounds in their heart. And we have a Father in heaven who can be all those things that their, you know, earthly father never was.
The two main messages that are in our hearts is both have to do with the love of God. I really feel that the ministry that the Lord has called me to is a ministry of love and reconciliation for the lost and the hurting and the broken. And the message that I have for the church that the Lord has placed in my heart is also the message of the love of God, but it's a different spin on it. How we only seem to love the lovable, and how we'll only touch the touchable, when Jesus came for the ugly, the broken, the hurting, and the confused. And I believe that we really miss it a lot of times as the body of Christ when we only want the pretty people, and we want to fill our sanctuaries with the beautiful, when the Lord was after the sick and the hurt and the broken. And I recently wrote a song called Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, and it's all about that. It's about how it seems like the church today is building its own kingdom. And one of the lines in this song is, give us the healthy, wealthy, and wise, and we'll build our kingdoms to reach the sky. And but I believe it's the Spirit of the Lord that we as the church begin to minister out of the love of God, that we seek out the hurting, the broken, and the lost. Because if we're not doing that, then we're doing nothing. It seems like, and I was raised in the Spirit-filled movement, and I believe in the gifts of the Spirit, and I believe that they are for today. But I believe sometimes as a Spirit-filled church, we get more concerned about how great we can prophesy or how great we can speak in tongues when we don't know how to love our neighbor. And to me, the true sign, if you're filled with the Spirit of God, if you are Spirit-filled, if you're truly Spirit-filled, that you have the evidence of the fruit of the Spirit in your life, which is love, joy, peace, patience, long-suffering, and you can love the unlovable and reach the unreachable.
Come sit on the front row, it's real nice. If you have the money, the view's just right. Go sit by the back door, or there on the floor, 'cause you are not welcome at the table of the Lord. You are not welcome at the table of the Lord. So bring us the healthy, the wealthy and wise. We'll build our kingdoms to reach the skies. Bring us the healthy, the wealthy and wise. We'll build our kingdoms to reach the sky. We line our pockets with silk and with gold. Meanwhile, God's angels are out in the cold. We pat our backs and we say good job. We take the credit for the move of God. So bring us the healthy, the wealthy and wise. We'll build our kingdoms to reach the sky. Bring us the healthy, the wealthy and wise. We'll build our kingdoms to reach the sky. La-di-da-da, 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 la-di-da. La-di-da-da, la-di-da-da. Whatever you've done to the least of these, you better believe you've done them to me. So you take the healthy, the wealthy and wise. Well, I take the broken, the ugly and despised. It seems like a fair trade, I've counted the cost. 'Cause I'll build my kingdoms upon the lost. You take the healthy, the wealthy and wise, and I'll take the broken, ugly and despised. La-di-da-da, 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 la-di-da-da. La-di-da-da, 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 da di da da la.